So today we have to start with the difference between photosynthesis and respiration. So photosynthesis, on the basis of metabolic process, synthesis is an anabolic process, whereas respiration is a catabolic process. So what is anabolic process? When small molecules will join together to form a large and complex molecule, whereas in respiration a large molecule is broken down into small and simple molecules. Now on the basis of energy, what is the difference between photosynthesis and respiration? So photosynthesis is an endergonic process. It means energy is required in it. Whereas in respiration it is an exergonic process. It means energy is liberated and here energy is absorbed. Then energy conversion in photosynthesis. So it converts the light energy into chemical energy. Whereas in respiration, the chemical energy is changed into other form of energy, that is ATP, and some amount of heat energy. So no heat energy is liberated in photosynthesis, but heat energy, some amount of energy is converted in the form of heat. On the basis of timing, photosynthesis occurs during the daytime when light is available, whereas respiration occurs throughout the day and night. Photosynthesis will only occur in the green cells, whereas respiration will occur in all types of living cells. In photosynthesis, carbon dioxide is absorbed, and in respiration, the carbon dioxide is liberated. In photosynthesis, oxygen is released, and in respiration, the oxygen is consumed. The raw material for photosynthesis is carbon dioxide and water, and the raw material for respiration is glucose and oxygen. Now on the basis of end product, what is the difference? So the end product of photosynthesis is glucose and the other organic substance and oxygen. Why other organic substance is written over here? Because many glucose molecules will be formed, and these glucose molecules will combine together to form polymers of glucose like cellulose, starch, glycogen. Okay, so starch is the stored form of food for plants, whereas glycogen is the stored form of food for animals. Whereas the end product of respiration is carbon dioxide and water. In photosynthesis, there is net gain of weight. Why there is net gain of weight? Because glucose is formed. Whereas in respiration, there is net loss of weight. Net loss of weight because there is utilization of glucose. Okay. Now we have to see the difference between the respiration in plants and animals. First difference on the basis of breathing. So no breathing takes place in plants, whereas breathing is a step of respiration in animals. On the basis of rate, the rate of respiration is slow in plants, whereas the rate of respiration is fast in animals. Now on the basis of the respiratory surface, plants lack a respiratory surface, so all parts exchange gases independently. Whereas the respiratory surface is generally present where gaseous exchange occurs for the whole animal. So the respiratory surface in animals is restricted. A certain part of the body will be acting as the respiratory surface, whereas the respiration or the exchange of gases in plants will be done throughout the plant surface. There is no specialized respiratory organs in plants, but special respiratory organs are present in animals. No transportation of oxygen and carbon dioxide is required, whereas in animals a transportation system, that is RBC, is there to carry oxygen and carbon dioxide. Then in plants, the anaerobic respiration, the product of anaerobic respiration in plants is ethyl alcohol. whereas the product of anaerobic respiration in animals is lactic acid. So this is a very important point. Then on the basis of the oxygen, most of the oxygen required for respiration will be produced by photosynthesis, whereas the animals has to completely depend on oxygen from the air. Then carbon dioxide produced in respiration will be utilized in the process of photosynthesis, whereas in case of animals, the carbon dioxide produced will be expelled out from the body because it will be acting as a waste product. Then on the basis of heat energy, in case of plants, less amount of heat energy is produced as a result of respiration, whereas in animals, more amount of heat energy will be produced as a result of respiration. Okay. Now here one question is there, that why it is not good to sleep under a tree at night. So students, there is a misconcept. Actually, at night the rate of photosynthesis decreases, but the rate of respiration is same throughout the day and night. Okay. So when the rate of photosynthesis decreases, whatever carbon dioxide will be produced by the plants during the process of respiration will not be consumed in the process of photosynthesis, and whatever amount of oxygen required for respiration will also not be sufficient to continue the process of respiration by the process of photosynthesis. So for these two gases, because of these two gases, a person should not sleep under the tree at night. Try to understand here. Rate of respiration becomes comparatively more than the rate of photosynthesis, so the production of carbon dioxide increases as per requirement of photosynthesis. And when the rate of respiration is comparatively more than the photosynthesis at night, the oxygen requirement will also increase. So plant is producing more carbon dioxide which is not being utilized in the process of photosynthesis. So that is why the plant will release which gas? CO2. As well as plant will require more oxygen which is not being fulfilled by the process of photosynthesis to continue the process of respiration. So the plant will also take oxygen from the surrounding air. Okay. So in the surrounding air, the level of carbon dioxide will increase and the level of oxygen will decrease. So when the level of carbon dioxide increases and the level of oxygen decreases, this person will get suffocated and he or she may die. So there is no ghost, no spirits. All these are the misconceptions behind this science. So this is the actual reason why a person should not sleep under the tree at night. Thank you everyone. This is all for today.